Yeah, there's, I don't know if anybody know, but my name is Loud and Crazy, and I'm the rapper that nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to hit you with a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how, you know what I'm saying? It's funny how you can be talking about something and then days later, you know what I'm saying, you could be reading or you can be watching something and it kind of like proves, like somebody just went and scooped up something and to prove to you that, you know what I'm saying, that you ain't talking, you know what I'm saying, that you ain't just, because I don't do no research and stuff, man. The only thing I get, everything that I get is from, you know, just being out of, like I am now, you know, watching people's behavior, watch what they do, watch what I do, you know, understanding my mind and then applying that to, you know, because I try to understand everybody, you know what I mean? I don't just be like, oh, that person's crazy. I'll be like, you know, if I was in his shoes, you know, and I try to be honest with myself, you know, based up more on my characteristics and my behavior and my personality and stuff like that. My behavior. So anyhow, the other day, you know, I was talking about how you know, Shaka Zulu, and you know, supposedly the time when Africa was inhabited, you know, they were taken, you know what I'm saying, and brought over to America or whatnot, or whatever happened, you know what I'm saying. And I was talking about how there was a curse, how it was a punishment, because, you know, if you've seen the movie Shaka Zulu, you know what I'm saying, you know, he was killing his own people, and he was trying to basically take over the continent, the whole continent, turn the whole Africa into the Zulu, you know, tribe or whatever, right? And I was just talking about how black people before that, Africans and stuff, whoever was over there, was spiritual. Because, you know, you got this whole thing about, you know what I'm saying, you got this whole thing about the pyramids and how they were built. And people, you know, well, we was the first scholars and we was the first maths and math magicians and all this stuff. But really, my belief is that that they were just so spiritual and they was going by the guidance of that spirituality. And they were doing things, and they was able to do things, right? And so, by them being so spiritual, they were punished. You know what I'm saying? Off top, you know what I'm saying? As soon as when the killing started, next thing you know, the white folks was in their face. You know what I'm saying? And then you got slavery, and then this is where we at right now. So I was explaining that because when people say black on black crime, and they try to blame it on the white man, and the white man said, actually, I feel like it's that part, I think that part was just, the white man didn't do that, he just ran with it, so to speak. He seen that we was against each other, and they was just like, okay, well, we can use that. You know what I mean? They already gonna kill each other anyway. So, I just think it was a subconscious thing within us. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, so I spoke about that and everything, and a day later, you know what I'm saying? A day later, I was looking at YouTube, and so I seen a movie that I had watched. It was called, Dark Tower, a Stephen King book, right? About the gunslinger. And so on YouTube it said the Dark Tower, the truth exposed, right? So I started watching it, man. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. This guy, this Israelite guy, I forgot his name. I probably wasn't even paying attention, didn't even know his name. And it was obvious that he was educated because he'll show you the books. He's showing you all his books he read and all of this and that. You know what I'm saying? So this guy says, it's talking about the Dark Tower and exposing the true meaning and saying, yo, this is what they putting in your face. You know what I'm saying? They putting it right in your face. And you have no idea that they making a mockery, you know what I'm saying, out of so-called black people, right? And not only, he took it as far as, man, it was so real. Most realist thing I've heard on YouTube, because most of the stuff is fake. I mean, this dude took this and broke it down. And when they would say things, words that they would use in the movie, this dude went and to the Bible, and this dude opens up the book, the Bible, and it shows you these words that this cat, that they use it in the movie. Crazy, right? And the movie said a lot. When he broke it down, I'm like, that movie says a whole bunch. He said, man, you wake up, black people. Time to wake up, black people. You see what I'm saying? Because really, you know what I mean? We supposed to be waking people up. We the ones that supposed to wake people up. But we the ones that's put the shit. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But, and he was talking about the tower and everything and talking about how that is actual thing. So he shows movies, like that tower is in Arabia, right? And all that. Then it has a cube sitting by. Then he shows the movie Hellraiser. And then it has the cube. It has this cube sitting by. All right. I mean, this cube in the movie, and it has Arabs walking all around it. And so he shows that cube. It shows. He shows that tower in the cube in Arabia, and shows how there's Arabians walking around it and all this stuff like that, right? Yo, blew my mind. Blew my mind. Because I was just talking about it, but without the knowledge. Because I believe that we're naturally spiritual. I believe we don't need to know nothing. It's already in us. We already know. It's just in our behaviors and our characteristics. We know how to judge. It's not judge people, you know what I'm saying? But we know how to judge distances and how fast we need to be going to make a certain move and all of this and that, right? We know this. That's why, when we do basketball, and that's why when we do things that we do, that's why we know how to dictate and anticipate and know how to move accordingly in anticipation. That's why we know that, because it's a natural gift within us. And so, you kind of start to understand why they would take that away, especially when you read in the Bible and it's telling you that, man, y'all chosen people, bro, y'all ain't gonna know y'all name. Y'all not going to be the father. I mean, y'all not going to know y'all father. So he get a thing about, you know, when the gunslinger say, if anybody watched the movie, when the gunslinger say, I don't shoot with my gun, I shoot with my heart, because a man who shoots with his gun doesn't know the face of his father, right? And they use it a black man purposely, right? So then he goes to the scripture and finds what this thing and was said in the scripture, that almost word for word. You know what I'm saying? He said y'all will live on the corners and stuff like that. It said in the Bible. You know what I mean? Everything that's going on with black people right now, it say that we will be punished. It's crazy because I might have read that because I've read the Bible like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to remember a lot of stuff. Got so much stuff, you know what I'm saying, where you're not studying. You just I just read it like a book. I just, you know, page for page and just keep going. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't take notes to study anything. You know what I'm saying? But it's just funny how I was speaking on this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then to the next day to watch that, and then the dude, it's just like a revelation to me. And so I'm like, wow, that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I did not know that. You know what I'm saying? I did not know that, because I actually watched that movie and I was anticipating the movie. I was like, yo, because I'm actually a fan of Stephen King. There's actually some of the first books I read. You know what I'm saying? Gerald's Game and Depression, and you know, I read all kind of books by Stephen King. He's one of my favorite authors, right? He is my favorite author, not one of my favorite authors. He is the author that I go to. That's my man's, right? But at the same time, you know, I can easily, you know, what they call it, eject him out of my memory as far as reading his books. You know what I'm saying? You know, but hey, you got to think about it. If he wrote the book, too, he probably trying to help black people. You know what I'm saying? He probably trying to tell us something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's like telling us something. We like, you know what I'm saying? We too caught up and worldly things and stuff like that, and fleshly things, and you know, look at all these cars passing me, man. That doesn't break my heart because I'm a dude walking, because I'm the rapper that nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because I got a microphone and an interface in the laptop, and I record music in an apartment that I live in with, you know, other family members. And you know what I mean? When I can't do nothing until they leave. So if you know what I'm saying, and then I gotta sit here and try to mix stuff up. I don't sell my stuff to I ain't spending no money on no producers or none of that. I'm not trying to get my stuff mixed up. It is what it is. I'm posting it. Find me on SoundCloud. Find me on SoundCloud. I'm the broke rapper. You know, I'm the broke rapper. My name is Loud and Crazy. The rapper nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that, because I'm not really tripping on material things now that I know the truth, man. I'm just waiting. But when people talk about the end of the world, right? And they talking about, oh, these are the last days. You don't know they're the last days. See, I don't believe that, because the man's told you he gonna come like a thief in the night, man. You ain't gonna know the time of day. You know what I'm saying? When this man gonna show up, or when whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, you're not going to know that. You're gonna be very comfortable. You're gonna be so comfortable, man. You're not gonna be paying attention, you know what I'm saying, to when something happens, to know that what time it is. You can't know that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just good to know that, hey, man, I'm here to enlighten people. So, you know what I'm saying? If you feel the same way, man, you know, anytime you get the opportunity, anytime you talk to somebody, man, try to enlighten them. And, yeah, it's your boy Loud and Crazy, the rapper nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy.